Alrighty everybody, welcome back to another video. Today we're starting off today's adventure at Macca's. We're gonna grab probably just a slushie and something like that. Just a slushie and maybe some fries and just things like that. Just to start off today's awesome fishing adventure. We're going back down to the local lake and we're gonna go and try and catch some big bass on plastics. I'll see you then. Alrighty, so look at this. There is no better way to start a fishing trip than 24 pack of chicken nuggets.
23 now.
Well, 23 since Dad just ate one. And with some sauce and a frozen Coke. Alrighty everybody, so we are here and I am just getting the GoPro set up. So I'm just getting the camera set up and everything like that. But you guys need to know this because this is vital. I might have said this earlier, but I'm fishing with plastics. Alright everybody, it's time to get fishing, but before we do, I'm gonna pull up a secret weapon, which I have used a fair few times. It's S-Factor. This stuff is unreal. And if I haven't told you what we're targeting yet, we are targeting Australian bass, which I've caught many of out of here, maybe 50 or more out of this pond. It's small, but how it's mighty.
But you're trying to target it with a different setup today, right?
Yep. So what I'm using is I'm using these Z-Man motor oil soft plastic, and these are very, very good. I've caught a bunch of flatties on these. I've caught a bunch of stuff. Now I'm gonna be a bit indecisive where I didn't give my first cast because there's a lot of weed. Now here, this is a spot that I've caught a couple of bass out of, so I'm just gonna chuck it in there. Snag City here. My goodness. There we go. Now, everybody, let's try here now. Trying to see if I can maybe entice the fish to come out. But you know what I'm thinking? I'm thinking of going over there down to Monster Alley, because that's where I've had the most hits in this pond. I've got a bit of snot on my... Got a bit of water snot on my, or pond snot, whatever you want to call it. But over there, it's a very open spot. Also, Dad, I'm just going over here, by the way. It is a very open spot, so I should be able to hopefully get a good fish out of here, because fishing here is unreal. Like, it's literally probably one of my favorite spots to fish. It's really hot out here. Good thing we got a slushie, because it's really hot. Oh my goodness, the rail's a lot higher than I remember. Did they put up a new little... There are fish bursting up everywhere over there. Now from about here on, nothing really much happened. I had a really solid bite, but I think the weight on my jig head may have been a bit too heavy and it was sinking down so much. It was pulling up so much weed. And then a bit later, yeah, I just kept ripping up weed. Then later, I just decided just to switch rigs, and as you're gonna see now, what rig I'm gonna use next. Alrighty, so everybody, I've been fishing for a little while now. I had one massive bite. I actually nearly had a fish before. Unfortunately, I didn't. But I'm probably going to go back and change up my tactic a bit. Change up my lure. And, well, yeah, I'm thinking about maybe chucking on a minnow. Probably thinking, use a cicada. Like, why? I know why you're thinking that. It's because, like, you can probably hear, like, bass love cicadas and things like that. Sure, they do. I've never caught a bass on one, but I nearly have before. Got weed all over my hands. It's so annoying. But, yeah, I'm gonna change up my stuff. What is there? Hey, mate. Okay, a few stuff's still there. Yeah, as I said, I might switch to a popper or a minnow. You know, I'm thinking I might start off with a little popper. Yeah, let's do that. It's a top water. The bass should be starting to blow up on the surface soon. Because at this lake, the bass bite all day. Like, they'll bite in the middle of the night, they'll bite in the middle of the day, they'll bite in the morning. Like, they'll bite literally whenever you chuck a line in the water. So I've switched tactics. I've moved on to this little thing. I'm not even quite sure if you can even see it. Yeah, I moved on to this thing. Not quite sure if it will even work or not. My goal is just to give it a couple of little pops. Okay, so since these guys have seen me, they're starting to back away, which is good. It's what we want. We want them out of the way. The only issue is this thing has trebles, and trebles get caught on everything. When I say everything, I mean literally everything. So last time I saw a bass about here. What? See what I mean? It literally, that is disgusting. Is that even safe to actually even touch? Alrighty, it's been another little while. Still nothing. Now, I've got a couple more things that I want to try before I give up hope. So basically, what happened after these next maybe half an hour or so is I put on a soft vibe and thought that would apparently that sounded like a really good idea back then. Later, used it for a bit and literally not even a single hit. All I did more, I just kept pulling in more reeds. Ugh, so annoying. But then, finally, I found a lure that worked. Check this out. Now, everybody, this is... Now, ouch, I keep hooking myself with this thing. They're very sharp hooks. So this is my last and final resort. Otherwise, if this doesn't work, nothing will work. When I say nothing, I mean nothing. Now, I've caught maybe 50 bass on this lure. Not this one specifically, but I also have. But I had an old one. I lost it out in the middle though. That was pretty unfortunate because that was literally my favourite lure. But I got it back. Well, I didn't get that same one back, but I got a new one. It's my first time using it. And it's either like a duck or... Oh yeah, it was just a duck. Now this is where I've caught the most bass. Oh, thank goodness this thing casts well. Oh, fish on! First cast. Dad, I got a fish! Let's go! First fish! Okay, I told you this one would work. Hey, it's a little bass. It's a little bass. It's not the...
This is freshwater, isn't it? Freshwater.
It's not the dream 5-pounder I want, but it's...
Is he in there? Is this connected to creeks and things?
Oh, there's an inlet that comes in. Yeah, well, we chuck them all back.
Yeah, okay.
Nope.
Oh, come on, dance. Come on.
All right, mate.
Fish is always.
Has he got spines on him?
Yep.
You're going to grab him by the mouth? There you go.
Oh,
One.
nicely done.
Get it up in front of your camera.
Another hobby of mine is fishing.
That's a... Now that there...
Oh, yeah, we've got the GoPro on him, haven't we?
Yeah. Now that's only a little bass. I've caught much bigger bass out of here. But...
What is that?
The fish.
That's a little Aussie bass, not back. But yeah, it's pretty small.
We're the fan club.
All right. Yay! Well done.
There we go.
And he's got the right shirt on too. The
Yes, the
VCM
VCM.
shirt.
And he's gone.
Awesome.
I didn't even see him take off.
Yeah.
See
ya. That was literally first cast. Literally first
mate.
cast, maybe even 2
We've
wines.
done an hour.
Now everybody, keep your thoughts and prayers with me just for a minute as I cast this out once more, maybe even a couple more times, to try and catch maybe a couple of more fish. Now, let's get into it. The suspense is real when you're bass fishing. You don't know whether the bass are going to come up or not. Now, my first bass I ever hooked onto was literally just here. You see my rod tip there, it's gone up. Oh, I know I had another fish then. Oh, there we go, another fish. Oh, look at him, he's a dink. That's, look at that, that is the smallest fish I think I've ever caught. What is that? Oh, well, I need my pliers, I can't. I know, I think this is literally the smallest bass I've ever caught.
It's awesome. What a cool little bloke.
Where's my pliers? There they go. He came back at it very quickly. And yeah, that's another little Aussie bass. I need to support his belly because otherwise I don't want to snap his neck. He's been out of the water for a little while. This is maybe only about a 15-centimeter bass, but I've caught much better bass in here. But honestly,
A fish is a fish, hey?
fish is a fish. You're right. I've maybe gotten skunked I've gotten skunked many times actually. But I didn't listen to Dad because I didn't want to use that lure because it dived down so deep. I didn't want to get stuck in the weeds.
that might be the magic, hey?
Tuck him back, and he's healthy.
Yeah, it took straight off.
Now, if you don't want to put your hand in disgusting water like this, giving them a little toss and chucking them back in the water, like just giving them a little toss, isn't going to hurt them at all. They swim
it's
off
fine.
fine. And if you didn't hear me before, when fish get holes in, like injuries on their body, they heal up maybe in a day. Like, it's very quick. Even if they have full-on holes in their mouth, it heals up in a day. Like, it's fine. Now, honestly, I'm looking for fish number 3, and I told you that moving to that more open spot was definitely gonna work. Now let's run back out there and catch another monster. Hey. Okay, now that's a much bigger one. That one might be about 20 centimeters. That's not a bad fish though. But like another 3 casts and that's another fish. That really isn't bad. Dad!
I can't believe it. You're just hauling them in every 2 minutes. Pretty good. Ooh.
And again, this one's a bit bigger. I'm guessing this one might be more 20 centimeters or so. He's a bit bigger. Now, oh gosh, oh, sorry, I'm tired. This one fought a bit harder, obviously since he's a bit larger. But before I release him, I thought I'd show you guys a bit about what he looks like. Now, first off, he's got his big dorsal fins up here. Now, it's got like a really nice looking web. And obviously the easiest way to tell that this is a bass, if you look at that head, it's very straight. Estuary perch, they have very indented heads and they've highly mixed up. And here we have a little spine and more like fins down the bottom there. I bet it, well anyways, I need to get this guy back to the water before he suffocates. But well yeah, this guy is certainly a bit better, but now let's chuck him back. And he's off. Now isn't that just crazy how I can drive, well my dad drives, maybe 5 minutes, no not even that, maybe 3, and I can, that basically these fish are in my backyard. And well yeah, I hope you guys have been enjoying this video. This one might be a bit longer of a video because of how long I've been here fishing. I'm going to try and catch at least one more bass and then I think we might head home. Oh sorry guys. I think only because I think Dad's getting a bit tired and he wants to go home. And he's the one that's taking me out here, so shout out to Dad, even though he's like literally right there. And guys, if you can, go subscribe to his channel. I mean, I'll put his channel in the description, but I'll also put my shorts channel in the description too. So then like you guys, if you guys like enjoy watching just shorts, it means you guys can go in there and enjoy things like that. Sorry guys, I'm just so puffed out. I've been doing so much running. Anyways, let's get back out on the water because this trip has been one like none other over the past couple of days, well weeks. Obviously this is a very different video because these past couple of videos I have been doing saltwater. I'll be back soon with another fish. Don't worry.
See you, mate. Careful with that hook.
Yeah, I'll keep it over here. Alrighty, now if you got, I'll just give you a proper look at this. Now look at this. It's very wide, like ridiculously wide. Well, it's just wide, but not like tall, if that makes sense. Okay, it's wide, not long. And well, yeah. Oh my gosh, I'm so tired. Because we've been fishing out here for maybe about an hour or so. Thank you guys for sitting with me, bearing with me for a little while after I've been skunked for the first maybe hour or so. Whenever I go quiet like this, it's because I'm getting ready for what's about to hit, because bass, they hit like absolute tanks. Oh, that's another one. That's another one. That's another decent fish. And he's not bad too. He's certainly still on the smaller side. Non-stop.
Right time, right place, right. You got it?
Yeah, he goes crazy when it comes out because it hurts him a bit. Where is it? Okay. Okay, now I'm just gonna grab him by his head because that's the easiest way to grab him. Now again, this is just a little bass, grab him by his lip. And that's just another little bass. He's not He's not very big, and but he's also not bad still. Aren't these just magnificent creatures? They're so pretty. And you can see that black also, I just noticed this then, there's a black line down his lateral line. Just, isn't that so pretty? But I've sliced my fingers on these gills a couple of times. But also under their lips and that, they have this really pretty like sort of bluish color. It's really cool. Dad? GoPro. Dad? Because I don't want him to die. Yeah, again, another pretty fish, and yeah, he can go back there. Speed him in that time. Anyways, thank you so much, guys, for sticking around and watching this video, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.